Hey, what's going on YouTube? James and Jay Kramer Fitness Protein Review Guy. Today we have an unbiased review of Wellness Whey Protein. Before getting into review, I always like to share the timestamps are listed down below. I always talk about how many scoops of protein eat post-workout, mixability, how does a protein taste, is it amino spike? All that information is listed down below. Please leave a like, help this small channel grow, help my dreams come true. It'd mean the world to me. Please subscribe for weekly protein review content. And as always, I always like to leave a invitation for a special request. So let's go ahead and get into the Designer Whey Protein review details. We're gonna go ahead and discuss the claims found on Designer Wellness. These claims are what supports gut health, which is legitimate. There is prebiotic fiber listed in the ingredients list. Muscle energy, mainly in regards to amount of protein powder and B vitamins, so you do have that as legitimate as well. This is the big one right here, RGBH free and non-GMO whey. Those claims are not certified and verified. Gluten-free claim, not verified or certified. There are no statements saying Designer Wellness is made in an environment with cross-contaminants. And of course, the big one here as well, found at the very bottom of the container with BCAAs and probiotics. That's a little foreshadowing in regards to the amino spiking possibility, to say the least. Other claims shared by Designer Wellness, 93% lactose free, sourced from USA dairy farmers. I do have an email requesting a certificate of analysis. Designer Wellness did not want to play ball. And then of course, it is routinely shared that this protein powder is not amino spiked, which is a false. It is amino spiked. Well, I shouldn't say it is my professional opinion that this protein powder is amino spiked. Let's go ahead and go into who is doing the third-party testing for Designer Whey. One of the biggest questions about any supplement is whether an independent party has conducted a third-party test. This is crucial because it verifies manufacturer's claims. Unfortunately, Designer Whey Protein powder has no verified certifications for key claims like non-GMO, hormone-free, or sourced in the USA. The only confirmed certification is kosher, which raises concerns about the authenticity of other claims shared. Always look for products with reputable third-party testing to ensure you are getting what you are paid for. The minimum requirement I always share with people is you want to find a protein powder that is certified USDA organic for non-GMO, USA sourced, and free of antibiotics and hormones. Here's the big one right here, folks. Is Designer Whey amino spiked? Amino spiking occurs because companies artificially add free-form amino acids to protein powders to inflate the total protein content. Based on my research, in my professional opinion, Designer Whey is an amino spike protein powder. The added aminos in Designer Whey are L-glutamine, L-leucine, and phenylene, also known as taurine. I did get in contact with my findings with Designer Whey, and they were more than happy to share that in 2014 there was litigation against Designer Whey, and they were found not liable. One of the big ways that Designer Whey is able to skirt around that lawsuit is that there is a claim on the back of the container saying full spectrum peptides. In that case, is that should be an indicator that you are receiving a protein powder that is knowingly being advertised as not 100% protein. And then of course on the bottom of the bag here it says with BCAAs. And then finally I do have the full listed amount of ingredients shared and this is how I found out as well through VitaCost. So I'll do a side-by-side comparison, the VitaCost listed ingredients versus the Designer Wellness Whey Proteins listed ingredient profile as well. When it comes to protein quality, Designer Whey is misleading and dishonest. These are my opinions. Designer Whey is from a mix of whey protein concentrate and isolate, but the amino spiking and lack of third-party verification diminishes its value. Compared to other high-quality proteins like On Gold Standard, which offers 2.6 grams of leucine per serving and a higher percentage of BCAAs, Designer Whey doesn't hold up. If you're serious about your post-workout recovery, you may want to look at different options in the market. My rule of thumb when examining BCAAs, my golden rule is for every 5 grams of non-spike protein, there should be 1.1 grams of BCAAs per serving. Designer Whey should have 4.4 grams of BCAAs per serving. And as you can see on the comparison chart that I have listed on screen here, it falls well short of my golden ratio rule of or protein to BCAAs. And then of course the leucine percent is a little bit higher than expected, just a hair. Overall, when you start looking at the big picture here, when you look at the added amino acids, Designer Whey includes free-form amino acids like glutamine, leucine, and taurine. These are added to increase the nitrogen content, artificially boosting the protein content per serving without the full spectrum of benefits found in high-quality intact protein powders. So if you're going to use this for dieting, you're going to be hungry more often. If you look at the leucine percentage, Designer Whey's leucine content is disproportionately higher to its total BCAA content. In contrast, On Gold Standard has a more balanced ratio of BCAAs, reflecting its high quality, intact protein powder sources. On Gold Standard, however, provides a higher BCAA content consistent with the protein amount, indicating no spike. When I did get in contact with Designer Wellness about my finds, they pushed me right back to their website, sharing that in 2014, they were found not guilty of amino spiking. It does state on the bag with BCAAs, and that could be from the protein or from the non-listed amino acids in the formulation. And then of course the full spectrum peptide claim around the ingredient list. If you want to go ahead and still continue use Designer Wellness as a post-workout shake, I'm going to go ahead and share with you right now. It's a bad idea. Don't do it. However, if you're really committed to using this as a post-workout shake, there are some drawbacks. Obviously, we've discussed the amino acid spiking. I do have to share that there is fiber in here, which is good for your gut health. However, it's going to slow down the digestion process after a seriously intense workout. So it's something I wouldn't recommend. If you're committed to excellence in your post-workout regimen post-workout exercise shake, research suggests 25 grams of protein with 3 grams of leucine to stimulate muscle protein synthesis. This is what we do know with Designer Whey. Stated amount, 20 grams of protein with 2.2 grams of leucine. That indicates that you should be aiming for 1 1/4 scoops of Designer Whey. However, I have to mention, as always, this, in my personal professional opinion, this is an amino spike protein powder. I wouldn't use it. I would imagine this is probably closer to a 15 or 13 gram intact protein powder per serving. So like you're up the creek without a paddle, I guess the best way to put it. I wouldn't use it as a post-workout shake. If you're totally committed to using Designer Wellness as your post-workout shake, I would go ahead and mix that baby with high protein skim milk and go from there. And I'm rolling the dice here. I'm assuming that you want to aim for 1.5 scoops. Honestly, I think you're better off using this protein as a protein enricher with like your oatmeals, cottage cheeses, yogurts, or possibly even for baking. It has highlighted the versatility of it on the Designer Wellness website on what it can do. I don't think this protein powder is for fitness-minded individuals. This is probably for individuals who need a quick pick-me-up, who are trying to stay committed to their diet. All right, so enough of this talk. Let's go ahead and get some action here. Let's go ahead and make ourselves a Whey Designer Wellness shake. Instructions are as follows. 1 scoop, 6 to 8 fluid ounces of water, shake or blend. I'm gonna go ahead and just use 1 scoop. So Daily Driver, Pure Choice Farm shaker cup, 8 fluid ounces. The cell. Let's go ahead, open up the bag. 1 serving size is 38 grams. Opening this bag up, you are reminded of a vanilla sensation. So kind of cinnamony at that as well. But here we go. Because I know this is an amino spike protein powder, I'm only gonna do 1 scoop. So here we go, 1 scoop. Whoops, throw it in, container in place. Cell, let's go ahead, lock her up, and let's go ahead, shake her up all the way through so that she's happy. All right, so one of the things I do like about Designer Wellness Whey Protein, this baby comes out clean, The reason why that comes out clean, because you're not getting an intact protein powder, you are getting amino acids. So boom, looks pretty clean. I did get in contact with Designer Wellness about my disgusting this protein powder. They were more than willing to give me a refund on the content because I bought it direct from Amazon, and there is a satisfaction guaranteed. If we stand by our product 100%, if you're not satisfied in any way, please contact Designer Wellness. Phone number. My opinion to you, if it's within the 30 days, send an email, tell them where you bought it. If you bought it through Amazon, I got a refund within 2 hours. So here we go. Does Designer Whey Protein taste good? French vanilla taste test. Best way to describe it, if you took an unflavored protein powder and you took all the fun out of it, it comes off very flat, there's no body, and there is a subtle hint of a vanilla flavor. I mean, to be honest with you, looking at the nutrition facts, there is 2 grams of sugar, and I've had protein powders with less than 2 grams of sugar taste way better than what is being offered by Designer Wellness Whey Protein. I think you are better off mixing this thing with food items because it's so subtle and bland. But overall, I am not a fan of Designer Wellness French Vanilla. Looking at the Amazon reviews as well, a lot of people were not happy with how it tasted. So pros and cons of Designer Whey. Cons, as always, starting off, amino spiked. It's a low quality protein powder. There is a lack of third-party verifications with such claims: USA sourced, GMO free, free of antibiotics and hormones. And then of course, bland flavor. I've had different protein powders with less total sugars, taste way better than what is being advertised by Designer Whey. The pros: affordable price point, low in calories and sugar, fantastic mixability. And then of course I have to highlight the versatility of this protein powder. If you're someone who is struggling to hit your daily protein intake goals, if you're trying to get to 80 grams of protein, I mean, technically this thing does offer 20 grams. So like if you get a cup of yogurt and then you go ahead and mix in 1 scoop, that's fine. You know, I would imagine this stuff tastes a little bit better with milk, but not a fan of it. So the big pro that I want to go ahead and share is its affordability. If you're on a tight budget and need a protein supplement helping you reach your daily protein intake, that's really a quick, easy fix. By all means, Designer Whey Protein is a good solution to that problem. However, it is worth considering that it, based on my information that I found doing my research on this product, it is an amino spike protein powder. So it comes with that huge caveat. At that point, at $28, you're almost at the same price point for Optimum Nutrition's Gold Standard. I understand that Designer Wellness is trying to advocate towards a protein powder for women, busy fitness mom, or busy mom with 2 kids, that kind of stuff. And, you know, could it be suitable for tiding you over to your next meal? Or could you use this protein powder for breakfast in hopes that can get you to lunch? Yeah, I mean, the 3 grams of fiber is there. I mean, I'm a big guy, and like 3 grams of fiber doesn't do anything for me. However, if you're a woman who's trying to lose weight and you're trying to cut calories at some point, if you're willing to skip breakfast and replace it with a protein shake by Designer Whey, it could work. It's affordable, making it a fantastic option if you're on a tight budget. However, it's important to consider the downsides, like its lower protein quality. If you're serious about getting the best nutrition, these drawbacks may outweigh the cost savings. If you're looking for a high quality alternative for post-workout nutrition, here are 2 choices that I've reviewed. Optimum Nutrition Gold Standard Whey is right in line with quality and affordability. Really good choice. The other one that's readily available for everybody is Dimetized ISO 100. However, that isn't really anytime shake. It is strictly post-workout. However, big advantage is that it is very low to no lactose. If you're looking for a meal replacement, I always recommend BSN Synthesis. That's the one I always go to for that. And then I just got done doing MTS Machine Whey, but my caveat with that one is select one with a milk protein isolate, because that's going to make you feel full without the GI distress of a casein protein. And then finally, let's just go ahead and put the cherry on top of this ice cream sundae. Where do I rank Designer Whey? Well, considering all the factors, I would rank Designer Whey powder low on my list of recommended protein supplements. Frankly, I'd even say don't touch Designer Whey. My rationale is that it's a cheap protein powder using cheap food grade minerals and ingredients, not making it suitable for a post-workout shake. If you're looking for something with a B vitamin complex, take a multivitamin or change your diet. Start implementing more fruits and vegetables, implementing high fiber foods to help you get through the day. However, on the same aspect, like I was saying before, in regards to don't touch as a post-workout shake, stay away from it at all costs. As I shared, I firmly believe that this protein powder is amino spiked because of the fact of the sleight of hand disclaimers with BCAAs, full spectrum peptides, and then the comparison to an industry leader. So it does have its merits as a budget priced meal replacement. Your best bet's going with BSN Synthesis that does offer a higher taste profile, higher amount of fiber per serving. However, that one does come with questionable amino spiking as well because they have a proprietary amount of BCAAs per, and usually in my book, that's kind of like, but for dieting purposes, BSN Synthesis is a fantastic option in MTS Machine Whey. Okay, well, here we go. There's my review of Designer Wellness Protein Powder. What are your thoughts on Designer Wellness? Do you use it? I want to know. Comment below, let me know. Also, do you think I got it right on this one? Because, I always think when I'm doing these protein reviews, these like budget price ones, they'll be easy. They're right in line with a lot of the other protein powders that are marketed as premium. Like my next protein review I have in the pipeline is Untitled Whey Protein Isolate. I thought that one would be easy, and I think this one, doing this review, was a lot more difficult because I had to go ahead and do the ins and outs. So as always, I want to say thank you for watching. No, there's something else I was supposed to say. What am I going to say here? I'm always taking special requests for protein powders. Don't be afraid to leave a comment. If you have a protein powder you want me to review, I'll get to it as soon as possible. It may take 4 weeks for me to get it into video format. Usually I will have the written review up within 2 to 3 weeks. So with that shared, thanks for watching. Comment below, let me know if you have any special requests. And thanks for watching. Make it a great day.